All right, inside the ropes, we are here. It is time for TLC review, reaction. We have Brandon on the phone.
Hello.
Well, it's better than calling people what you called them before. And just got done watching it. We're a little bit late. Blame The Walking Dead, not me. And
yeah. If I don't know what happened, like the second hour of the show, it's because I was watching Walking Dead.
But TLC just finished, and unfortunately, in my opinion, it was really a substandard pay-per-view. I mean, I've only got 2 matches that I actually enjoyed on the whole card.
Yeah.
Anybody disagreeing with me there?
I have like about 3.
Yeah, same here.
I had about 2 that I actually enjoyed. We'll start with the kickoff show, which had Sasha Banks going against Alicia Fox for no other reason than it seemed to give us an Alicia Fox tantrum.
You know what I was doing during that match?
What were you doing?
I was watching the Flash because I did not care about that match.
Well,
Did anybody care about the match?
I think they only cared because Sasha was in it. They just stuck around
Hey,
for
B.
entrance, and that was it.
B,
Yeah.
are you on speaker?
Yeah.
Get off speaker. We can barely hear you.
Okay.
but
Yeah.
There you go.
yeah, it was. I don't even know why they bothered putting this match together. This rivalry's been done like 4 friggin' times now, and nobody's cared any time it's been done. And it was. There was a moment in the match where Alicia Fox was crying. I'm not even joking.
She's never
here.
crying.
She was crying,
Like legitimate, like
legit crying for help. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And Sasha got the win. Bank statement for the win. Anybody give a shit?
No.
Okay, we're moving
No.
on. That's about it. Then the main card started, and the first match of the night, which was a nice way to start the show. Okay, yeah, you're right. 3 matches I enjoyed. Was Asuka making her main roster debut against Emma.
Yeah, it was actually a pretty decent match.
Asuka looks fantastic. I mean, God, I love that woman. I swear to God, I really do. Asuka looks great. Emma did not look great.
Oh, come on. Emma looked pretty good.
Emma looks
Yeah.
fine.
I'm
In
not
the
talking
match,
about...
She
I'm
did
not,
not look that good.
She looked pretty good holding up her own
please.
against Asuka.
You were even sitting... You know what? You're like the Booker T of this group.
How am I the Booker T
You
of this group?
flip-flop so much. We were sitting here watching it together, and you're like, man, her timing is off. She just fell before she even got touched. And now you're saying
Yeah, for
she
one
looked good.
spot of the match.
Oh,
For
Yeah,
one
like-
spot of the match.
God.
Can I speak?
Go ahead.
But one thing I have to say is that I'm just happy they didn't make it a 5-second squash match with them and Asuka.
Thank you.
That's all I have to say.
That's agreed.
Really? This coming from the guy who said it was going to be like a 5-second
I
match to
honestly
begin with?
thought it was going to be.
I still feel like
Wow,
it should have
man.
been.
I don't think so.
I think they should have announced Asuka's arrival with a dominant performance.
That was a dominant performance.
No, I'm talking like a Braun Strowman type performance. Come out, destroy her.
That's kind of pushing it.
I don't think it is. Asuka hasn't lost yet, and she's faced women who have gone on, and I mean, she made Nia Jax look like a little girl.
Agreed.
But whatever, Asuka got the win. She's definitely been using the time off to fine-tune some of her moves. She looks fantastic. I can't wait to see her in there. I don't think they should wait that long to give her the push.
They really shouldn't.
I think maybe
They aren't.
one
They'll wait
rivalry with either Bayley or Sasha, you pick which one,
Then straight to the title.
and then straight to the title. Maybe let the
It's only
Mickey
1 or 2
and
months.
maybe let the Mickey and Alexa feud go on a little longer. Although it kind of, we'll get to that a little bit later, but I don't know if that's going to happen. But I think Sasha should have one. Asuka should have one rivalry with somebody else, and then straight to the title. I think anything else is just wasting time, really.
I think they could continue with her and Emma for at least another month. That way, You know, it's not just like
You could have Emma sneak attack her or something like
Yeah.
that, you know, but
saying the whole loss was a fluke or
if
something.
Nia
like that.
Jax was still around, I'd say square her off with Nia.
Yeah.
But we don't know how long Nia is going to be gone for.
It's a few months.
God.
So, but Asuka
That's
got
all
the
I know, it's
win.
a few months.
I'm giving Asuka a B+ on this performance, and that's really saying something considering she's been off a while with a broken friggin' collarbone.
Yeah.
That's agreed.
She came back
I have
and
to agree
delivered
with
the
that.
way she did. That woman's absolutely amazing.
So the next match was Cedric Alexander and Jack Gallagher versus Brian Kendrick. Wait, what? Did I just fuck that up?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
kind
you
of did.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Cedric Alexander and Rich Swann versus Brian Kendrick and Jack Gallagher.
Was that really the second match?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah, that was the second match. And I
Did
really
it-
did not give a fuck. I literally turned off my phone and turned on the flash.
Did Elias come out and sing before that, or was it after that match?
It was after.
Yeah,
He
it
came
was
out and
after.
sang twice. I
He
don't
came out
remember
and
when,
sang
though.
twice.
Okay. Yeah, I picked against the winning team in this match solely because I hate Rich Swann. I just don't
Yeah,
like the
but
guy.
guess who got the win?
I wish he would.
Swan.
No, it was Cedric Alexander who got
Oh,
the
was
win.
it Cedric?
Yeah, he got the pin after the lumbar check.
Oh, yeah.
I solely just want to see Rich come out doing his little dance, fall, and crack his head open. I don't like
Maybe
the
him
man.
and Bailey can
Really,
dance
what gave that
together.
away? We thought you were his biggest fan after all of
I
this.
don't know, sir. Don't like him. Something weird about the way he moves and stuff. You know, kind of reminds me of a pedophile a little bit. Just a little bit. Don't like the dude at all. Can't stand the motherfucker.
Well,
and the
but
match
Joey,
had
I think you're gonna want Rich Swann and Bailey to dance together.
the match had some really horrible moments. Eula saw one. The Alexander flip over the top.
Yeah, the freaking Top
Missed
Con
missed
Hilo
completely.
missed both of them completely.
Yeah.
I'm just like, no.
It really had some bad moments in it. And first of all, I don't know why this is on a pay-per-view card to begin with.
It seemed like kickoff.
To me, it was
I
probably.
actually thought it was the kickoff.
But
It only got good at like the end of the match where freaking Kendrick kicked freaking Cedric's head off twice. Big boot followed by a super kick, then Captain's hook. That was the only part that had me interested
Captain's
in the
hook
match.
twice.
Yeah.
it was just not a very good match. Alexander and Swan got the win. And it's just more of the same from the Cruiserweight division lately. Unless Enzo's involved lately, I really don't care.
Yeah.
And it's sad because I know Cedric Alexander is an incredible talent.
He is.
But for some reason, he can't seem to find his stride in the WWE ring.
No.
Well, because just like with Neville, the reason why Neville left was because he knows he's going to be stuck under the 205 Live banner. That's what's happening with Cedric.
Yeah,
It's
but
like you
there's
have
enough
with all
talent
the
on 205 Live to make something happen.
There is enough.
There's something else going on here. They're just all not clicking. That's the problem right now. But yeah, that was a boring match that we all hated. Pretty
Got-
unanimously.
It got exciting at the end, but that's about it.
I'm gonna give it a-
most of the way through. I was just like, kill me.
I'm gonna give it a D only because the ending was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sam.
I'll give it a C minus, being generous.
Okay.
Let's see
So
how
then
far
we
that gets
move-
you.
So then we move into Elias singing
For no reason.
for absolutely no reason.
And he
None.
was strumming a guitar like he just learned how to play. I was
Yeah,
just
he
like,
literally
God,
was.
Elias
Only to
thinks,
then-
Elias thinks he's Johnny Cash.
Only
But-
to then,
The freaking, bootleg version.
Jason Jordan
Yeah.
tossing fruits and vegetables.
Well, like
out from
I
the
said,
side.
Elias thinks he's Johnny Cash, and Jason Jordan came out and showed him he was trash. It was really that simple.
It was hilarious. The only thing I see was a cabbage being thrown at freaking Elias.
For
Hits
a
him right
minute,
in
for
the
a
head.
moment, we all thought it was the crowd doing it. Which
Yeah.
would have been even better. It would have been even better if it was the crowd spontaneously
Well, hold on, the
doing
real
it.
trash.
I would have been
will be
really
coming out
curious
even
over why
later
a
in the
fan
show.
bought a damn cabbage there.
It would have been pretty funny if some dude stopped at the store just to bring a cabbage and throw it at his head. But it was a weird spot. I know because apparently Elias cut off Jason Jordan talking to his dad earlier
Yeah.
during the kickoff
Yeah.
show. and for whatever reason, this is what happened, and that's the whole promo. That was it. Jason came out, threw garbage at him. Elias left. That was it. From there, it was the women's title match.
Which was better than I thought it was going to be.
Alexa
It
Bliss
was.
versus Mickie James. I went into this match utterly and completely assuming that this was going to be complete and utter garbage. I mean,
I bet you were, Joey.
I
thought it was too.
I thought this was going to be a terrible fucking match. I thought it was a horrible idea when they said it was going to happen. First thing that made me happy was seeing Mickie in her new ring attire. That looked a lot better than the fucking horrible shit she's been wearing.
Word.
Like, too much spandex, Mickie.
I love Alexa Bliss, but lately the booking with her has been pretty bad.
But I just like to put you on hold for a minute. I would just really love to thank Mickie James for doing what every guy wants to do and slapping Alexa Bliss on the ass. Thank you so much, Mickie.
I wonder if she's going to get in trouble for that, considering the whole thing with Trish back in the day and how she
Well,
went
no,
too
she
far
freaking
then.
licked her damn fingers with the DMV symbol. That seemed like a little bit too, in your face, besides slapping on the ass.
But because I went into this
Yeah.
with very low expectations, the match was a nice little surprise. It wasn't god-awful.
Like, it actually kind of made me feel bad that it felt like it could have been Mickey's last match.
It didn't
Yeah,
have
but
that
Joey-
feel.
Yeah.
So what you said about Alexa being booked badly, that's mainly because they've been waiting for Asuka to come up.
Yeah, that's no excuse. None. There's enough talent in that division to where that shouldn't be a problem.
You got freaking Emma, you got Dana Brooke, you got Nia Jax. Well, you had Nia Jax. You had Bayley, you had Sasha.
There's enough talent in that division to where you shouldn't have had to wait for Asuka to come along to make things interesting.
And hell, you just could have called up one of the great women from NXT.
In fact, saying that the booking has been bad because they were waiting for Asuka is a slap in the face to Sasha and Bayley. Even though I don't like Bayley, I don't like her character and all that, there were still interesting matchups to be made. And instead, you chose to go a garbage route where the title didn't mean much the last few months. But
That is kind of true.
it was an alright match. Mickie looked better than she has recently.
Yeah.
I still had a very hard time buying this match because, like I said, since Mickie came to Raw, she has had one win. One. Against Emma.
Yep.
That's it. She has not won a singles match since coming over to Raw except for that match with Emma. So how did you wind up in a title spot? Like I said, to me, this match was the ultimate, let's kill some time until we get Asuka up to the main roster. And because of that, I also feel like they're probably going to rush Asuka a little quicker than they should. But
Yeah.
the match wasn't bad. Ended with Alexa getting her DDT in. And then, at the end, they interview Mickie, and it kind of felt like that was Mickie James's
Final match.
Yeah.
goodbye. Even though she said, I will be your women's champion again and all that other stuff,
It really did sound like it.
It sounded like she's like taking a break.
it felt like, at least some kind of goodbye. Whether she's taking time off or the WWE said, you know what, it's not working and you're done here. And that was her saying, like, no, I'm not done. I am good enough to be here and I will be back. Whatever it was, it definitely felt like a kind of tip of the hat, if you will, and a goodbye to the crowd.
Kind of like what John Cena did at No Mercy.
Like, yeah, he's going to be back, just not for a while. But with Mickie, it's kind of more up in the air with it.
I do want to say this. Mickie James is a 6-time women's champion. And in her prime was a hell of an in-ring performer. Her return to WWE has been terrible. They have
It really
abused
has.
this woman.
Like, if you ask me, this whole Alexa Mickie thing should have really started when they were on SmackDown.
She should
think-
have been treated a lot better than she was.
Mm-hmm. I mean, hell, she's a veteran in that women's division right now. She's been there longer than anybody else has.
Yeah, that is true.
I thought you had something else to
So-
say.
So what was the next match after that?
Fast forwarding, we had the Cruiserweight title match.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Enzo versus.
No, wait.
No, it was the
I'm
cruiserweight.
sorry.
It was
No,
cruiserweight.
I'm sorry. Elias came out again.
No, that was after.
That was after
Was
the
it?
cruiserweight.
That's
title
because
match.
when he went downstairs.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, it was the cruiserweight title match.
Enzo challenging Kalisto, who went into the match as champion. And
I expect it was probably a good match.
It seemed like it felt like more of a Monday Night Raw match versus a
Yeah.
TLC match.
there was way too many missed spots in this match for anybody to call it a good match.
Like, for example, him saying, while we're watching the pay-per-view, frickin' Kalisto going for a Hurricane Rana, and frickin' Kalisto looked like he got attacked by an invisible force during it, and he falls down before Enzo does.
He did a complete flip. He did the whole move, and Enzo was still standing straight up, and then fell. I don't blame Kalisto at this point, because this has happened with Enzo more than once.
Yes, Cesaro trying to toss him over the top rope.
Okay?
He launches himself over.
Launches himself over.
There was too many missed spots in this match, too many weird botches,
Watch him.
Yeah.
too many weird moments, and
Overall, I give it.
it was pretty much exactly what we thought. Enzo got the title back.
Overall, I give it a C minus.
I give it a D- for that botches.
I'm giving it a D. I won't go to D- road, because I reserve D- and Fs for completely fucking ridiculous ass shows.
Okay,
But,
just by hearing it, I'm going to give it an F.
Well, Brandon seems to think otherwise.
Well, I'm giving it a D. I'm going to give it a D probably because Enzo seemed to be sick in some way.
Yeah. He
So I
sounded
give
like a
him credit
grandpa.
for roughing through it and
Yeah.
going out there and performing.
Bada boom, meningitis in the room. How
You
you
know?
doing?
Well, there is an illness going around. That's why Bray Wyatt and Roman Reigns haven't been around.
Yeah, that's what we said that in the other. We said that in the video yesterday. You know. So then, once again, for some ungodly known reason, Elias came out and asked, "Who wants to walk with Elias?"
Once again, I will say it. I want to walk with Elias.
Your cat died.
Hello, I'm Elias, and your cat died. I'm Elias, and somebody burnt your house down.
I am so sad.
I'm Elias, and your wife is cheating on you with a hairy bus driver.
Wow, Joey.
Elias came out, did his little routine,
You know, it's pretty much the same thing, only
And
it just went
again-
on longer.
And again, gets fruits and vegetables tossed at him.
it's the best thing Jason Jordan's done since he came up to Raw.
So then, after that complete and utter bullshit nonsense,
We went into the
Yep.
best match of the fucking night.
yeah,
Yeah, it was
Oh
time.
my God.
And again, we hope Bray Wyatt's okay. We hope he returns soon because we're all huge Bray Wyatt fans here. We all love
Yep.
Bray.
Mm-hmm.
nothing like a Bray Wyatt promo to kick off the day.
But for whatever, because of the illness that's going around, Bray wasn't there, and instead we wind up with the Demon Finn Balor going one-on-one with the phenomenal
What the phenomenal one.
AJ Styles. And I was nervous going into this match. I was, because apparently everybody was saying it. AJ got to the arena like an hour before things started, and that's literally around the time he got in the area. He had no time to work with Finn beforehand, no time to really even
Do
talk and
anything.
game plan things. He was just kind of tossed into this situation.
Add to the fact it was made literally this all became apparent over when the changes were made Friday,
On Friday.
and then he just got to damn Minneapolis, I think, where they are tonight.
Yep.
He
And-
spent 18 hours traveling to get there.
Yeah. And then just really met Finn, not met, but met up with him at the arena.
They've never
a
worked in
few
a ring
hours
before. They've never worked in a ring together before.
They were never in the ring at the same time.
Everything pointed
Well,
towards
they were in New Japan.
they never wrestled in New Japan.
Well, no, they never wrestled one-on-one. I've seen they wrestled in tag team matches against each other.
Oh, well, there's that. But
According to the two of them, they've never shared a ring before.
I don't know.
Mm.
That's from what I've seen.
But even though, that's still a long time ago. Way before they
Yeah.
really hit their stride.
Actually, no, I watched Raw Talk shortly after when I was waiting for you guys to finish up. Styles said that they haven't shared the ring together for 15 years.
Oh, yeah. So
I thought he said they were traveling together they were traveling in the same circle for 15 years and never shared the ring. But that's just me. I thought that's what he said.
So for 15 years, these guys haven't seen the lights of each other in the middle of a ring.
Everything pointed to a dream match gone wrong.
Yeah,
and so far it lived up to the hype.
it did.
It did.
I only have one complaint. It was just like I really like me and Joey were talking about
There
earlier.
were disappointments.
I really believe. Well, me and him really believe.
Yep, absolutely.
That there should have been more than one finisher, and there should have been so many close calls.
It should have been, but I mean, I guess for short notice,
They kind of had to.
this was the best you were going to get. However, things that impressed me, their timing was perfect with each other.
Oh yeah.
They killed. I mean, every move that they wanted to get off, they got off perfectly. There was no misses. There was no real botches to speak of.
Especially Styles, when he went for that springboard into the Hurricane Rana, he paused to make sure
Yeah,
he
he
had
did.
it.
He paused and like, grabbed Finn to make sure he had it locked in right.
But also, you gotta expect that from two great wrestlers and two guys that are almost the exact same size. Because size really does matter when it comes to like who's in the ring. Finn Balor and AJ Styles are two of the smallest guys, like on their rosters.
Well, the two of the smallest guys. You got the whole cruiserweight division, but
Well, like that are like not under the 205 Live banner. Like those two are like their smallest guys.
look, I don't know what was what, but all I do know is you put in all the factors in for these two to deliver a halfway decent match would have been a long shot.
Yeah.
They went above and beyond that.
That's like
tore the
main
fucking
event.
house down.
That's like main event right
Now, like
there.
I said, we can sit here if we want to and pick and complain. It should have taken more than one coup de grace.
Yeah.
I definitely feel that way.
I feel the
AJ
same
should
way.
have hit
One
the
thing
phenomenal
say.
forearm. AJ should have hit the style splash. You know, there should have been bigger moments in this match, and there could have been. But when you look at it from all angles here and how it was thrown together the way it was, you can't knock this match at the end of the day.
You can't hate this match.
No, this match was, and the pun intended, phenomenal. It was a great match.
Yeah.
And up until this point, it pretty much saved the card.
Yeah.
Like when they had to swap out like the two big matches that a lot of people were looking forward to, or at least one of the competitors from each match. My main concern was I don't think these matches are going to live up to it. This one went better than I thought it was going to. They're like saying when WWE were saying this, like the day they announced the change, like, oh, you're getting a dream match, and I'm just like, you're saying dream match, but no build, none of this, and it just feels like empty. But then we got this, and I was just like, wow, they really pulled it out their ass. And you could tell they were trying to get a feel for each other for like the first 15 minutes, maybe 10 minutes. They were trying to feel each other out. They weren't really going as fast with their moves. They were trying to feel each other out like through the process and figure out how each other works in the ring.
I'll tell you what this match really did for me. It really made me want to see what these two could do with a full-on feud.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A full,
That's what.
like, three-match rivalry, the whole non-stop going at it.
Yeah. And
I'm
then of
calling it
course,
Survivor Series. AJ Styles versus Finn Balor one more time.
at the end of an insanely awesome match,
We got an insanely awesome moment.
we got an insanely awesome moment.
Just the too sweet at the end of the match.
Gentlemen.
Yeah, actually, one of my friends, he actually said that he thought Gallows and Anderson were going to come out during the match.
That would have been cool.
That probably would have happened if, Gallows and Anderson mattered anymore on the main roster and were even in the area, which they probably weren't.
Probably not.
They really don't matter anymore.
What they're doing
is
to
a
the
sad
club
thing to
is
say.
sad.
It is.
It is sad.
But we'll get to that because most likely they'll have a fucked up match on Raw tomorrow night.
But yeah, it was
You
Finn
did
for
that
the. It was Finn getting the win with the coup de grace, and all things considered,
This kind of plays into what I've been hearing. I've been hearing a lot around. Obviously, Undertaker can't do it forever. I'm surprised he's coming back this year. The man's gonna die in the ring. Don't wish it.
listen, Flair
But-
wrestled well into his friggin' like 70s almost.
But
Hey,
considering,
Joey, remember what you said about Tito Santana? That's what's about to happen to The Undertaker.
all that happened with Taker in the past 2 years, yeah,
I'm surprised he's coming back. But the rumors that are
I've
being
been
circled
hearing-
around is that the Demon is going to be the next persona, not Finn Balor. Understand the difference here. The Demon Finn Balor could go on an undefeated. He's already on an undefeated streak
On the main roster.
on the main roster in pay-per-views. As of right now, when he is the Demon, he is 3-0 in pay-per-views. And
Wait, wasn't he in the Fatal 5-Way at Extreme Rules?
he wasn't,
No, he
the,
wasn't
demon.
the Demon.
He was Finn Balor.
Yep, he was.
That's what we're saying. You got to separate the two. We're saying when he brings out the
I know,
Demon.
but you said Finn Balor was undefeated.
No,
in
we
pay-per-views.
said
You
the
said
Demon.
Demon Finn.
Alright.
The Demon Finn is undefeated 3-0 right now.
Yeah.
Finn Balor, like I said, when they bring out the Demon, the word is that it's going to be different. And if they're going to go this road where the Demon is undefeated, then you have to be more selective with where he uses the Demon. It's got to become, if you want to make it like an Undertaker thing at Mania, then it's got to become a bigger event when the Demon shows up.
Yeah.
It can't just be like, he lost to this guy, he doesn't think he can beat him, so now he's bringing out the Demon.
Yeah.
It's got to be bigger than that.
Agreed.
I think it would be cool, though. I do. Even though I still say Bray Wyatt should be the next Undertaker. That's just me, though.
I feel the same way with that part.
But like, since Balor returned, people have been waiting anxiously for that Demon, and when he came back at SummerSlam, people just want to be like, let's see the Demon more and more. Because fans just want to see what they want and get pissy when they don't get it.
Yeah, that's partially true.
Yeah, but you know what? Whether we like to hear it or not, Vince McMahon's been doing this a long time, and he's taken to this company to bigger heights than anybody ever thought was possible. Obviously, the man knows something of what he's doing.
So then,
I'm going to give this match, considering all things, I'm going to give it a B+. Considering all avenues here and that it could have been a lot better with those two in the ring,
yeah.
I'm not going to punish it for that, but I'm also not going to give it an A because of what I expect from those two. I'm going to give it a B+.
I'm going to give it an A-.
I share the same.
For the fact of AJ.
I'm gonna give it an A-, but it's gonna be like on the smallest line possible to an A.
I gotta give it an A- just for the fact that AJ Styles has no sleep and still performed the way he performed.
See, I get it. I do. I'm impressed with both of them. I just feel like with those two, I expect so much.
Yeah.
So I think we should have had like at least 4 or 5 moments where we were all sitting here going, "What the fuck just happened?"
Yeah.
And how did that
But
match
what
not
you
just end?
What you just said about Styles, that's why he's always called the phenomenal one.
I give this one an A- just for the fact that it was such short notice and they put it on like they've done it 1,000 times before.
And then
It's really true.
Out comes Elias.
moving on,
Again.
Elias came out again. And did he try to sing again? I don't remember.
No, this
No.
time he announced that he was going to have a match with Jason Jordan.
Then he tried to sing, then
And
Jason Jordan
you know
came
what?
out.
These moments, this match right here, Elias and Jason Jordan coming out and just having an impromptu match on a pay-per-view is what kills pay-per-views.
Yep.
That's a Raw moment. That's not a pay-per-view moment.
Because like if you
It
like
is.
when you have like a great match going on before and you have like a pay-per-view made match like that night, it's just like, okay, this match, the time that this took could have been used for the previous match.
I get it. Maybe they were trying to buy time for Kurt, you know, whatever, but to me it just seemed like a serious waste of time. Jason Jordan got the win, blah, blah, blah. The match was like a C if you're lucky.
Nobody gives a shit.
Congratulations.
So now we move
I
on
love-
to the match that everyone does give a shit about.
The Shield, Rollins and Ambrose and Kurt Angle versus Braun Strowman, Kane, The Bar, Sheamus and Cesaro, and The Miz.
Yeah, and the first 10 minutes of this match and the
I thought it was
last
awesome.
10 minutes of this match were absolutely amazing. Nothing short of great. The problem is there was like a 15 to 20 minute period in the middle where I think I fell asleep, decided to have a farm, and did my daughter's math homework. Yeah. All those things happened
Wow.
that were more interesting than the middle part of this match.
Because it all got pretty like, I'm not gonna say boring, but it just became a snooze fest, and it just became like a giant like a 5-on-2 squash match after Angle got out, after he got put through the table.
Yeah,
and it was
but
just
then-
and it was like, as I said to you, we have this stupid ass friend named Byron. We always go to our friend Eddie's house, and all of us just team up on him. And it's so sad to watch, but fun to take part in. That's literally what we felt like. We knew what it was like to watch it when we saw
But then
this
the
shit.
turning point hit.
So wait.
But not just yet, because this is the beginning of the turning point.
So wait. So
Yeah, but it's like during most of the match, like after Angle left, they start like it's just like complete another squashing the two main members of the Shield.
can we explain to people all we're saying is Angle left? It sounds like he just walked out. Strowman
Okay.
power slams Angle through a table during the match. You have the referees come out, all that stuff. Angle gets walked out, and at that point in the match, things got pretty boring because it became a one-sided squash match. It was a 5-on-2 assault, but something interesting happened at one point. Kane went to go hit Ambrose, and instead, or went to go hit Rollins, and instead hit Strowman. They got in a little tiff, and it got stopped, and they went back to squashing the two of them.
Yep. And then it happened again.
No, so then you fast forward, they're on the entrance, at the top of the entranceway, and for no apparent reason other than he wanted to, Kane turns and starts hauling off on Strowman.
That was after a terrible, terrible botched double suplex. I feel bad for Ambrose after that.
Yeah, that was a bad double suplex. I thought Ambrose was really hurt for a minute there.
Yeah.
No,
But
it wasn't. It wasn't the suplex. It was the choke
Yeah,
slam.
yeah, double chokes on it.
whatever, it was still bad.
Like just the
Yeah, I
whiplash
saw
that
that.
shit.
But Kane attacks Strowman, choke slams him through, I guess, the ramp, pretty much, the
it was
entranceway.
stage.
It was a
And
stage.
then pulls down.
Like 8 chairs on his ass.
Yeah. It looked like
We
3
did
or 4 at first when I first saw it.
2017
Then when
to
we
bring
saw
it
the
to
replay-
2010.
When I saw the replay, I was like, damn, that was a lot more than 3 chairs. It was like 8 or 9 of them. Wow. And then they went back to beating up Rollins and Ambrose. And all of a sudden, here comes Strowman. And he attacks everybody. Anything that was moving. But then the Bar and Kane get control of him. They put Strowman in the garbage truck that they had pulled out.
Yeah, this is where I have a problem with the match. Like it took like a good 5 to 6 minutes to get him beat him down and get him into that garbage truck. How the hell in that 6 minutes? I know it's supposed to be kayfabe and all, but still, how could that 6 minutes? How could the Shield not get back up that like easily?
Kayfabe.
Like
How
I
could the
said, I
Shield
get
what?
kayfabe and
Not
all.
get up within them
but
6
clearly,
minutes.
you give it 6 minutes.
Okay,
Well,
you're
also-
you're also not taking into account the fact that they had just taken a beating for like 15 minutes.